Most first-time homebuyers will let their lender pick their mortgage setup, but that one decision could cost you over $90,000 and you never even know. Sometimes paying more interest by stretching out your mortgage can actually be a good thing. It can give you space to invest earlier or qualify a little easier. Today, I'll break down what amortization really is and how to pick the right one for your life and your budget. Now, if you're looking to buy a place in British Columbia right now, you already know this place is stupidly expensive. But here's why this matters right now. This year, the market may finally be giving first-time homebuyers a bit of an opportunity. Condo inventory is up across the province, and prices have softened in places like Vancouver and Kelowna. Buyers actually have options, more listings, less competition, and finally a bit of room to breathe. But between high rates and the cost of everything else, most people still feel like they're walking a financial tightrope. So, how you structure your mortgage, especially your amortization, matters more than ever. Your amortization controls three things: your monthly payment, how much interest you'll pay over the course of your mortgage, and how fast you will build ownership or equity in your home. This may be small or trivial, but it could either save you or cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Hey guys, my name is Ben. I'm a mortgage broker in British Columbia, and when I first bought my home, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. So now I help first-time homebuyers avoid the same costly mistakes I did so you can make better decisions for yourself. So what is amortization? Well, basically it's how long it would take you to fully pay off your mortgage if you just made the regular payments and never changed a thing. We mentioned that the most common amortization in Canada is 25 years. That's the default or the standard for most people buying with less than 20% down. But if your down payment is big enough, over 20%, you can stretch your amortization up to 30 years, which will lower your monthly payment. And if you're really aggressive, you've got 15 or 20-year amortization options, but they're far less common and the payments start to get steep. A shorter amortization will save you interest over the long haul, but only if the payments still make sense for your monthly budget. So why does any of this matter? Because your amortization doesn't just affect how long you're paying your mortgage for. It affects how much you're paying every single month out of your budget and how much interest you'll pay over time. It's one of the biggest levers that you have in structuring your mortgage, whether you want to free up cash flow now or you want to save big in interest over the long run. So let's say you're borrowing $500,000 at a 5% interest rate, just to keep the math simple. With a 25-year amortization, your monthly payment will be $2,908. The total amount of interest that you will have paid will be $372,000. Whereas with a 30-year amortization, your monthly payment will be $2,684. Total interest paid would be $466,000. So that 30-year option, well, it saves you $224 per month. But over the long term, over the course of your mortgage, it will cost you almost $94,000 more. What's important here is to note that there is no right or wrong. It's more about what is best for your situation, where you're at in your life. If cash flow is a little tight, the lower monthly payment might be ideal. Also, just because you choose a longer amortization now, that doesn't mean that you're locked into this forever. In Canada, most people renew their mortgages every 5 years. So when your financial situation does improve, you can revisit your amortization and shift it to a shorter plan if it makes sense. You won't be stuck for the full 25 or 30 years. All you're doing is setting it up in a way that works for your life right now. But if you could afford a little bit more right now, choosing that shorter amortization can save you tens of thousands of dollars. And it will help you build equity in your home faster. Ultimately, the key here is knowing what you are signing up for and making sure the choice aligns with your plan. But in reality, guys, not everyone gets to choose. For a lot of first-time homebuyers in Canada and British Columbia especially, we're not really picking between 25 or 30-year amortizations. What we're trying to do is make it work. With prices and rates where they're at, sometimes 30 years is the only way that we qualify. Honestly, if 40-year amortizations were legal again, I'm sure a lot of people would be all over it. And that doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It just happens to be the market that we're in right now. So it's no surprise that people turn to whatever form of help that they can get. A lot of people lean on family support, co-signers, and or gift money just to get their foot in the door. And that's okay, because getting in is the hardest part. Once you're in, you start to build options, and you can always adjust your plan as you go. When your income gets stronger and your budget is more flexible, shifting towards a shorter amortization might start to make more sense for you. So if you're not sure which path is the best fit for you, just ask. I'd be happy to run some numbers for you and help you make sense of all of it. So whether you're leaning towards a 25-year amortization or a 30-year amortization, what matters most is understanding what you're signing up for. Not just what the lender suggests you to do or what someone tells you is a better choice, but what fits your budget, your goals, and where you're at in your life right now. Because getting into home ownership is not easy, but once you're in, being strategic with what you've got can change everything. Sometimes that does mean stretching your amortization and accepting more interest up front to free up cash flow. Not so you can spend more, but you can stay liquid, invest earlier, and let compound interest and time do its thing for you as a means to build wealth. If you've got questions or just want a second opinion on your numbers or your plan, send me a text. My number is in the description. I'll help you break this down clearly so you can make the best call for yourself. And hey, if this video helped you guys, let me know, write me a comment, hit the like button, or share this with someone who's trying to figure it all out. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.